Hello, I'm Steve. I've had a YouTube channel for a little while now, and I thought it was time that I started to put something on it. There's already a couple of random videos on there, one of my parents and one of a visit that I took to Leeds Castle, but the other video that's up there is actually more akin to what these broadcasts are going to be about. My passion is vinyl records, music in general, but definitely vinyl records. I enjoyed records when I was a child. In fact, my parents gave me loads of singles that they had when they were younger, and I sort of grew up on 60s music, which, you know, for a child of the 70s, I suppose isn't that unusual. But for me, it was wonderful because I got to listen to all the greats, and I didn't know any different. It was marvelous. Now, when CDs came out in the sort of mid 80s, I, like everybody else, embraced the CD format. However, I've never really been happy listening to CDs, and I didn't really know why. I know now, and in future episodes of this broadcast, I'll explain why I think that is. But anyway, I just wanted to introduce myself a little bit. I'm going to try and record these as live, so if there are any fluffs or whatever, then please bear with me. I just think it feels more natural that way. What I would like is if anybody does watch these and have any questions or anything to do with records at all, how to set up record players, what record player they should get, how to clean records, all of that sort of stuff, please let me know and I'll try and answer them in these broadcasts. The reason I've recently started collecting vinyl again is my partner bought me a USB turntable for my birthday. It's the Ion USB TT-05, which, although it's hardly audiophile equipment, I was actually quite surprised by the sound quality. Saying that, it is a very basic turntable. It would be the same as the old BSR turntables back in the 80s, and it really doesn't do the job that I want it to do, and you know, it's not gonna, you know, get the best out of the records that I'm getting. So I am going to be getting a project USB turntable later on this year, and when I get that, I'll show you what it looks like, how I set it up, what it sounds like. I do have a fairly decent Sherwood record player, which is in the lounge, that I can also record via the amp USB, and I've been using that a lot recently. Upgraded the cartridge to an Autofon 2M cartridge, the 2M Red, and that made a huge difference. So I'll show you that as well. But my major purchase, and the thing that's made a massive difference to the records that I've been collecting, is the Okinoki vacuum record cleaning machine. Basically, it sucks the dirt off the record. I'll show you that in another episode, and I'll take you through it, and I'll explain why I think that's the best way of cleaning a record. There are plenty of record cleaning solutions on the market, and of course, there's always just a damp cloth, which some people use. But I'll explain why I don't think they're particularly good, and why I think that the Okinoki or a similar device is what you need if you're really going to be collecting records and want to listen to them. So that's the equipment that I've got, and I'll take you through those. But the main purpose of these broadcasts is going to be to show you what I've collected during a week, maybe quite a few records, it may be only one or two, and I'll pick a track or two off those records, and I'll play them for you, and I'll explain why I like them and what it is about them that that does it for me, and hopefully, you know, you'll enjoy that too. I'll try and keep these fairly short. Obviously, there's a 10-minute limit with YouTube. I want to try and keep it well under that, so that these are little snapshots into what I'm thinking, how I'm enjoying my music, and, you know, opening it up to discussion if anybody wants to ask me any questions. One thing I will do though is I will recommend something. Now, I've got no affiliation to this book at all, but this book, Greg Milner, Perfecting Sound Forever, is a fantastic book, and it gives you the history of how records were produced, how we got to where we are today, and what makes, in the author's opinion, what makes vinyl brilliant, and the problems that we're having today with today's music and with the digital music in particular. So I hope you enjoy these broadcasts. I will try and make them a little bit more polished than this. I would recommend, or welcome I should say, I would welcome any feedback, and I shall be back soon with the first episode proper.